And welcome to the stream, everybody. How are you doing? I hope everything works fine. And down here you can already see the two first working prototypes of the triangulum tiles, as you might call them. And hi Johnny, how's it going? And oh man, I didn't prepare right. So right here I've got the PCBs that I received this week. I obviously already put two of them together. So let me get one of each from the packaging. And then we can have a closer look at it. So let's move these up a little bit. So down here I've got our three different PCBs. Hey, how's it going? And yeah, they go together like so. This one goes there, the other one goes here. And then if soldered together, they will form a perfect triangle like these ones do. As you can see, this one is not lighting up correctly. Just checking in. Have some friends over and we are off to a restaurant soon. Well, then enjoy your meal at the restaurant, I guess, Johnny. So, as you can see, this left one is working, the right one is not. And that's a software issue we are currently having, where, if I can demonstrate it, I need to turn off the tiles first, reset the ESP and then turn them on. So this is the default state, and then if they get configured, they work and then the first tile resets. So there might be a communication issue, whatever, but this is not going to be the topic of today's stream. Today we will be actually putting together one of the tiles and then hook it up to the ones I already have there on the table, and we will see if it will work. So here are my 1000 WS2815 LEDs, and I will just cut off 6 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As we will be only needing 6. Gotta see how I will be able to solder it, because it's very far away for me, the camera. Maybe I can change the angle a little bit, so I don't have to reach that far. Might be looking a little bit weird for you then. I don't know. This is a little bit better for me. So the first thing I did... Hey Henrik, how's it going? So the first thing I did was to solder the triangle together first and then putting on the components. But technically I could also put on the components first and then solder them together. It doesn't really matter. So let's try to align it. I need to get in a little bit closer for that. Yeah, let's align this one first and solder it together, and then the next one. All right. I think this is looking good, I guess. And then let's try aligning this one, and then the rest should be aligned correctly already. Yes. No. Should probably put something heavy on there so they don't move that easily. Yeah, that's looking good. So last one. Not enough solder to bridge. Yep, that looks fine. So let's get you in a little bit closer. And I'll just start soldering these links together. Just not that easy. Thought it would be easier to bridge over, but sometimes it just doesn't want to bridge. So I already found out that soldering the SMD LEDs is mostly the hardest part, because this tip is too big for it somehow. So sometimes it melts some solder into the plastic of the LED, and then you can't get the bridges off anymore. And that's why I'm using my little tip, but I actually found out that the tip has broken off. So I only have a half working SMD soldering tip. This evening I'm coding on my Carb C dashboard interface, trying to figure out how to show on screen. Do you have a hot air gun? That should work much better. Yeah, I have a hot air gun, but I don't have any solder paste. But, well, I have solder paste, but it is like very dry. Let's see. Oh, I actually have 2 pieces of solder paste. Well, I didn't read the instructions store under 0 to 10 degree environment, which I did not. Well, I have this one, and I have this one, which is already completely dry, I guess. Yeah. Maybe not. I have no idea. Just tin the pads with your iron and then heat. Alright, we can try that. I will get the hot air gun real quick, which is back here. I always do that with QFN parts as much easier. Yeah, you're right. Up. There we go. So what is your recommended temperature? It is currently set to, let's see, $100. That doesn't seem right. Or, I don't know, 340. Well, that's an awful lot, I guess. But we will start with the other components first. Most importantly, the crystal, which I only have one left. So if this part goes missing, I will be in trouble. So there's that. That one is pretty easy to do. Just pre-tin one of these traces. And then I will put it very carefully on there. No, this is lead-free solder. No, that's too much solder. And that's that soldered. So probably we will go a little bit higher on the temps then. The next smallest parts are our pull-up resistor or reset resistor there, and then we need 2 capacitors, for which I will be using 10 microfarad ones. 1, 2. So resistor is there, the one capacitor is there, and the other one is there. And then do the 2 capacitors. Alright, so next solder that on, and then should have probably soldered on the resistor completely first. Yeah, those are those on. And then you said 340. Let's go with 300. I guess I'm a little bit skeptical about it. Oh, we've also forgot our nice diode, which is the mini Melf. Let's get that one on there real quick. Looks awful, but I would not expect anything else. Oh yeah, I already destroyed 2 of my 80 tinies, which are here, because the AMS 1117 destroyed itself somehow, and then it killed 2 of them. Because I obviously didn't check it after soldering on the next chip, so it actually killed 2. So I only have 2 of them left, which is bad. But at least I have some. So let's get the 80 tiny. Where is your marking? I think it's supposed to go that way. So would you also recommend soldering this one with the heated gun as well, or just with the soldering iron? Well, I don't know if you're still watching or not, but alright. We'll do it my way. Just soldering it on. Need to grab it a little bit differently. And then the fun part begins. Alright, this is not working out. Let's skip that part for a second before I will swap the tip. And we're watching and cooking, so I can't chat that much. Looking great. Thanks, Paul. And what are you cooking right now? So pretty quickly changed my tip. Now where is the other one? Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. There I can also show you what happened with that one. So it had a little tiny tip at the tip, but somehow it broke off. I don't know. I have no idea what happened there. Which makes soldering even worse with it. But I don't have any option. So off to the other side. That's that. So now let's change to the other tip again. Which seems to be still a little bit hot. Also leaving all these burn marks on my table. Like this one here from the last hot air soldering. So then let's try out what you told me. So pre-tin the pads. I guess not that much. Which I did. And then do we heat up the pads first and then drop down the LED, or do we put on the LED and heat everything together? So this diode goes on like so. Let's try the heat first method. Alright, that is not working so good. Because the LED already started melting and the table, as you can see, yeah, pretty much only melted the LED. So that was too hot, I guess. And I will just do my method again, using my small tip. All right. So how long do I need to heat it up? Well, let's also remove it from the table. So we don't melt it. Now I want to try it because it will definitely speed up the time it takes. But I don't want to melt the LED again. So how long do I need to heat it in order to be enough heat so the LED will just melt to the pads? No. Yeah, it became shiny, but the moment I placed the LED on it, doesn't work that well. Oh no, you couldn't even see anything. Can't see that much. Which also doesn't help. Right. Let's try removing the solder once more. And then I can also get rid of the helping hands. No, that was an EP32 board. I think there's not enough heat transfer with the small tip. No. Oh no. Did I just rip off the pad? How? Wait, what? Looks like the pad is gone. Uh-oh. I think we removed the pad, so now we need to figure out what connection that was. And I think, is that the ground connection or not? I think we don't need that pad. That's why it ripped off, because it is not attached to anything. I think that's the second VCC on it, but let me check on the schematic or the PCB. I think we were not that lucky because, as it turns out, it's the... no, wait. Yeah, it is the unconnected pad, yes. We don't need that pad. Yes, that's why it came off. But it's weird. So let's try soldering this LED for the 5th time. It's on now. It's not straight, but save it for later when you're missing a pad somewhere. Yeah, probably. Oh, soldering with a broken tip is the worst. So let's do the next one. And that one, I will do it the way I did it before. No shenanigans this time. Can you see that? Yes. Yeah, that was far easier and a lot quicker. So, how do you go on? I think like this. So there's not a whole lot to this PCB. Sadly though, JLC PCB doesn't have these LEDs in stock, so I can't let them place them for me and do all the soldering stuff, which sucks a little bit. Because who likes to solder 1000 LEDs by hand? Two more to go, and then we can solder on the connector, and then we can already program it. And then we can connect it to the other tiles and see if it will work. I think the last pin is not soldered on correctly. But again, I guess it's the unused one. Why isn't there any solder? Ah, that's better. Yeah, I will do another inspection once I soldered on the last LED, which is already flying all over the place. So this is going to be the last one. And I can't build anymore because I'm missing the 16 megahertz resonators. I don't have any left. I already salvaged the one I soldered onto the pin header before. So that one is on one of the other tiles. The chat is pretty quiet today, I guess. Everyone busy doing something else. So let's hope that the melted LED is still working. All the others seem to be soldered on correctly. So the next thing to do is to solder on a side connector. Let's use this one down here. It's just the case. Yeah. So I need to cut off 4. I really need to get pin headers and socket strips in the right size. so I don't have to cut those all the time. So yeah, this tip can't really transfer any heat. So the connector is soldered on, and then we can get to program it. For that I will use Johnny's programmer and just put it in here without soldering on the connector. The friction fit is good enough for me. So let's power it with 5 volts from the PC. And then we will go over there and upload the software. So over here I've got the code, but we need to burn the fuses first. So let's try to detect the microcontroller, and if this connector doesn't sit very good, we will get this error. Just trying to get some tension on the cable. Let's try that again. No. So let's bend the pins a little bit. I always do staggered holes on the program connector to have the friction a bit more. Yeah, didn't think of that. Nope, still not working. We can solder on the connector. Doesn't really matter. Let's do that real quick, because it's a prototype. We can solder on a connector. So that's 3 by 3. Use this spare cable. So this time I will definitely change the tip. So this time we should have a good connection. So let's try uploading again. Oh, I didn't change the... Oh, something is wrong. So let's try... resetting the programmer. Yep, and this time it works. So then we will write the fuses, which is done very quickly. And then I will upload the code. And the LEDs flash very fun. But after that we should see the test program working. Oh. Seems like something is messed up. But not to worry. This could be due to the wrong voltage being applied. So, let me change the camera. Desk and face cam. So, now we need to connect this board to the other one. And we could either connect it to this tile or this one, doesn't really matter. Just need to solder on a new connector. So let me cut one off once more. And I will turn off power to these. And I will just solder one on there. And just like that, we can now, if I zoom out a little bit, we have our 3 tiles. And now we can just connect this one to there. And we should be able to see it working. So the pinout on the connector goes like so. The rightmost connector is VCC, and we obviously need to connect it to the rightmost connector on the other tile. Then the next connector is ground. So let's also connect that. And now we can do a little test first. We can already see that something is not working correctly. See if I bend. So these two LEDs are not working. I wonder if I soldered on one in the wrong direction. No. Oh, there's a cold solder spot, I think. Yeah, this LED is not connected properly. Oh no, I need the other soldering tip again. So let's fix this real quick. And now it should work. Wait, what is going on now? Now these two aren't working. Wait, what? This is the first PCB where something with the LEDs is messed up. So I guess something is wrong with this one as well. Oh no. Oh, I think now I bridged the pins. Okay, I think I fixed the issue. Yes. So why are we blinking now? Something... Alright, so there's still some soldering issue somewhere. Ah! Right, I will just retouch all of the LED pins once more. No, don't bridge. Ouch. It's getting hot. More flux. Well, if I put on some flux, then it will flow under there and short stuff. Which I think is how I killed one of the boards. Alright, I think I messed this LED up enough. This is making me sort of regret putting 1515 SK6812s on my Xmas project. Yeah. So I messed up this LED right now, so let's try to remove it by putting on solder, and then I will replace that one. Yeah, this small tip is not going to cut it. Recently soldered a string of 40 QFN APA 120, 102S. Wasn't fun, yeah. So get some solder on that side and some of it on the other. And then I will just heat up both sides until the LED pops off. So this time I will clean the mess I've created. Especially since instead of soldering one and testing before soldering the next, I soldered all of them and then hundreds of shorts. And then the fun starts. Much better. Each one has 256 LEDs. Oh, nice. So you go into the trash and I will get a new one. Don't be shy, little guy. You are just a replacement of someone else. And now I need to switch tips again. So soldering this one will be even harder, since now we got the cables and everything. Alright, I will just increase the temperature of my soldering station to 420. Because this tip is not heating anything. Ah. It's already too much solder. Oh no, I bridged it again. Alright. This time I need to check if it is bridged or not. No! Don't want to hear that. Oh. Okay. Right, the bridge is gone. So let's solder on the other side and then let's hope that it works. Because I don't want to do any more of this. Oh, YouTube stream, that's why I didn't get a notification. Yeah, and you're already late. Alright. Let's turn it on. And why are you stuck? Why is it flashing? Maybe the LED, the first one that I melted, is broken or something. Let's just plug in the ESP and see what happens. Oh yeah, I forgot. We need to connect the other pins as well. This won't work without the other pins being connected. Right. Okay. Let's try that again. We might have another software issue, I don't know. Let's try. I don't know if it is rebooting. Technically it should not be. Alright. Need to disconnect these and hook those up to here. And then I want to connect just the controller to it. Oh, that one worked. So if it is connected directly to the controller, it works fine. So that works. So the weird flashing is gone for whatever reason. And then let's try hooking it up the way we had it before, but I will just exchange that one with this one. Oh, I forgot to reset the SP. Interesting. We could have a cold soldering spot on the microcontroller, so let me retouch these pins. So I need to reset the ESP. Yeah, I guess we had a cold solder spot, so let's try hooking up another one. So this will be VCC. The first tile resetting is a software issue, and I am not quite sure what it is at the moment, but I will figure that out in the next few days. Now we have 3 working tiles I can play with. Also, these jumper wires are not the best way of hooking it up together. So always need to reset the ESP. So they all come on. Interesting, so this one doesn't work if it is connected to this side. So there might be something wrong on the solder spots on this microcontroller right here. And I can already see an issue, I think. So let's try it again. No, if the tile is connected to this side, then it won't work properly. One other thing we can do is hooking it up over here. So let's solder on a connector over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe there's a software issue with the left side. And we can figure that out by soldering on a connector over here. And then hooking one tile up over there. No, I don't want to use this. Maybe it's the jumpers. Yeah, it could also be the jumpers. But I know that there's a software issue. Because the first tile resets itself, which it should not. So let's connect this tile over there. Sorry, had to sneeze. So let's try that again. Seems to work. So I guess there's a software issue with the left side. And no, both of the 2 first tiles reset themselves. So as you can see, there's thanks, Paul. So as you can see, there are some software issues, I guess. There's some data red. Maybe it's because of the data which gets reflected from this tile back to the others. But that's something to figure out. Not today. Yeah, they come up. And then they don't work. Yeah, so the new tile, which is this one, yeah, this one, is working. And it's flashing right now because it reset itself. Got to run. See you and good luck debugging. Thanks and bye. But I'm also going to end the stream probably now. And so building the new PCB worked out fine. I wanted to show you how it all works. They technically work together, but as you can see, there are some software issues both on the controller as well as on the tiles, which have to get sussed out. Maybe we need to change the baud rate, which would reduce the maximum number of tiles we could possibly control at 60 FPS. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and maybe you will all watch Sion's stream tonight, but I won't be there, I guess, because I need to catch up on sleep. Done cooking, about to serve, got to run too. Alright, so since everyone is running, then I will wish you a nice evening, have some nice dinner and enjoy yourselves. So bye bye. Oh, where's the button? Alright, so bye.